Right, I'm going to walk to Porto to clear my head after that. I'll see you on Thursday. Maybe it'll stop raining. Right, we're in a low point. United lost again at home, 3-0. And it feels probably the lowest point under life with Erik Ten Hag as Manchester United manager. The team looked miles off getting, being able to dominate, be able to finish off a team even when they're leading. Not that that was anything close to happening against Spurs. Spurs were ahead after a couple of minutes. Van der Ven just ran right through 3/4 of the length of the pitch and put Spurs ahead, and Bruno Fernandes was sent off, and it just got worse and worse. But even before he went off, United were all over the shop, and it comes after a really bad draw, which felt like a defeat against FC20, and the team are now mid-table, and I'm going to do some ratings. What I'd like to say is thanks to everyone who bought a United We Stand. It's not been easy this month. Mad, innit? Last 2 months, sold every copy. People writing in to say, I can't find it anywhere. And this month, it pisses it down against 20. It pisses it down against Spurs. And no one stops to buy a mag after a game like that. So some ratings. Hanana, well, probably would have been 5 or 6 now if he wouldn't have made a few decent saves. He made I'm going to give him 6. You're not getting many 6s today, trust me. He made a lovely pass towards Marcus Rashford, but he was offside. That was after 9 minutes. He saved from Werner. It's going downhill from now, trust me now. Mazraoui, 4, gave the ball away after 5. Scooped a shot away after 25 as Spurs attacked again. Spurs were totally dominant. That's a Spurs team who were missing the best player, who've had a really bad start to the season. They needed a result as much as Manchester United today. Mazraoui's worst game so far. And he's had a decent start to the season. De Ligt, 4. Nowhere when Van der Ven ran through. He looks second best in terms of Dutch centre-halves. He rushed out before Johnson hit the post as well. He was poor. Martinez was also poor. Passed to Porro after 2 minutes. Dived in on the halfway line before the second goal. Booked. Shot wide after 60 minutes. Looped the ball to Casemiro after 69. Played like a midfield player at time. Dalot at fault for the first goal. 4. Ugarte, first Premier League start. We've put him on the front cover of United We Stand. I don't know why he's supposed to earn that spot on the front cover, but what else are we supposed to put on the front cover? Helpless for the first goal, left for dead by Maddison. Booked, weren't they all? That's the 5th yellow of the day for Manchester United. 4, Mainu, 5. He actually set up Xerxes, but he came off at half time as United with 10 men had to change everything around. Garnacho, 5. He hit the outside of the post with a clean strike. He won a corner with a shot after 71. He tried, but nah. Bruno Fernandes, 3. Captain, sent off. Yeah, he did slip. Yeah, it did look more yellow than red, but it was still in the eye challenge. That's his first red. He's got Porto next, and he's Manchester United's captain. So he grew up on the northern fringes of a Porto, and he was a Boavista fan. He was a little ultra for Boavista, and he became a great player at Sporting, who are major rivals with FC Porto. So he should be double motivated going back to his home city. Thousands of households already reduced their energy bills with free ECO4 upgrades. With Improve Easy, you can access a range of energy-saving solutions, including a brand new boiler, solar panels, air source heat pump, and insulation for your walls, your roof, and your loft. Are you wondering if you qualify? Well, if you live within 80 miles of Manchester, which I'm sure every single one of you does, and you receive benefits and you have a household income of less than 31,000 or health issues, you could be eligible. Ready to check? Well, click the link in the description. It takes just 30 seconds. Don't miss out. Improve your home, cut the bills, and make a positive impact on the environment. And Manchester United did not make a positive impact on any environment around Old Trafford today. So I'm going to finish off the ratings. Marcus Rashford, 4. Dispossessed before the first goal. It was a poor touch, and Van der Ven just ran through, steamed through. Barely in the game, although he did cross to Garnacho when Garnacho hit the post. Xerxes, 3. Left foot shot came closest to Manchester United scoring after 22 minutes. he was off at half-time. Substitutes. Mason Mount came on for Mainu, booked within minutes for a tackle on Betancourt. I remember watching Betancourt for Juventus a few years ago when he came to Old Trafford, thinking, why weren't Manchester United buying him? He didn't even cost a lot of money. He was blooded, not without effort from Mount. Casemiro 5 came on for Xerxes at half-time, volleyed wide after 68 minutes. He did lose the ball in the build-up to Spurs' second, but he did give it a go. There was a bit of a rally from Manchester United when they were down to 10 in the second half. But that was it. They showed a bit of spirit. Eriksen 4 came on for Ugarte. Took a free kick, maybe even 2 free kicks. They went absolutely nowhere. Højlund came on, Eriksen 4. Højlund 4 came on for Rashford after 71. Nothing. Ahmad also came on. Fans gave it a real go when the team was struggling, which was right from the first minute, but especially in the second half, singing we've seen it all. So it's a bad afternoon. Both teams try to play with the high line. Casemiro was out at the start. So people were blaming Casemiro for being a problem. And yet, even when he didn't start, the same problems were afflicting Manchester United. And Spurs could have scored more. Romero went really close after half an hour. And it's a big worry because we've got big games now. Got Porto, got Aston Villa. Villa drew at Ipswich, but Villa had a good start to the season. United are well off 4th already, although it's still early. Closest to the relegation zone, although it's still on in the season. The talk is about Erik Ten Hag. So the people who decide Erik Ten Hag's future and are not fans, it's Jason Wilcox and Dan Ashworth. They're seeing him every day. And then they're reporting upwards to Omar Barada. Dave Brailsford is in the mix, and obviously Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and they're all in. Well, some of them are in Barcelona, where their sailing team are doing really well, but Manchester United is obviously a big issue for them as well. I don't know what's going to happen. To get rid of the manager will cost a huge amount of money. Maybe they're going to stick with him through thick and thin. Maybe they want to break this cycle of managers leaving after 2.5 years, which has hit Manchester United ever since Sir Alex Ferguson stepped down 11 years ago. But results like that just compound the mood. I think all of that pre-season optimism is now gone. Support for the managers has dropped massively. And that can turn around pretty quickly. But does this team look like one that's turning around pretty quickly? I started this by saying they're absolutely miles off, and that's where they look at. And that's what worries me more than most today. You can't say we're missing 6 of our best players like the team were at times last season because of injuries. A lot of these players were brought in by the manager at great expense and have still performed badly. Now, it is still early for them. They are still, Ugarte was his Premier League debut. Can't hammer the lad. But there's managers who've been in their positions less than Erik Ten Hag who are convincing far more, but then they're not at Manchester United, which is a very complicated club to manage at. Anyway, anything else? Johnny Evans 10. Good night. Bye-bye.